Ed here with the Digital Digest, and today I wanted to share a quick unboxing and first look at the Innoview 15.8-inch portable IPS monitor. Now this retails for roughly $190 US, but at the time of this unboxing, this monitor is on sale for $160. I'll include a link in the description. And in full disclosure, this was furnished to me by the manufacturer for review purposes. So let's get inside this box, shall we? I have never reviewed an Innoview product before, but again, from an affordability standpoint and just what appears to be, in my opinion, one of the most popular trends through the pandemic, and I think it'll be somewhat lasting, portable monitors have taken on a new life because, well, people have found themselves working from just about anywhere, of course, predominantly from home. That may or may not have changed for you at this point. For many of you it has, but still, portable monitors are really a great thing, I think, for just about everyone. And that's because, not only do they give you another display, but now they're actually affordable. Just years ago when I was covering displays like this, they didn't come close to this price. And now to be able to find what hopefully here will be a quality IPS panel. It has a 60 hertz refresh rate. This is not a touchscreen panel, for those of you that are wondering. I think this is a bit of a coup, if you will, because, warranty card, instructions, these are the type of devices that I think are really useful, again, for just about anyone. Now, this does come with its own power source. You're going to need it. And you can see they're telling you this is a reference for iPhone, iPad models, wireless portable monitor. So I'm going to move on from this, but essentially just a quick guide letting you know that, essentially what you're going to have to get involved with iOS, and then for a wireless monitor solution with any of the devices. This does, by the way, also come with its own case, which I'm going to show you right now. Let's go ahead and I'll turn the box around. Of course, there are more accessories in there, but let's get this thing out. And, the case is something that's going to be interesting. I'm hoping that it's a good case. Many of these smart cases are somewhere in the middle, and this looks familiar. It looks like something I've seen before, which is going to give you a few viewing angles. So let's go ahead and see. If I open this flap up, it appears, so this is magnetic here, and it is staying attached. The question becomes how we change the orientation, and I would assume that it is, as strange as I just made that look, that is the move. So you're just going to flip the case around, and then now we should have the ability, yep, that's magnetic, it sticks. We have multiple viewing angles. You just have to make sure that that magnetic flap on the back there actually is seated properly, and voila, you have your Innoview portable monitor. By the way, matte finish on this, for anyone that was wondering. I always prefer that, especially on portable displays. There's just no reason for high gloss. I mean, there are a few reasons, but the majority of you will not need it. So, cables. You can see they've included what appears to be an HDMI to, is that a mini? That's what it looks like. So that's cable number one. Then we have a Type-C cable and a Type-C to Type-A. And that is because this is your power brick, 18-watt power brick that you will be connecting that Type-A USB connection to, plugging this into a wall, and then the Type-C port will feed into the Innoview 15.8. And by the way, the 15.8 spec is fairly new size. I'm accustomed to seeing the 15.6. Haven't seen so many 15.8, so this obviously is a new panel, or a newer panel that's gone into production, and so I find that fairly interesting. Let's go ahead and move this stuff out of the way. I want to give you a little bit of a hardware tour of the actual monitor, so you can see where all the ports are, of course. I know that's going to be of interest. And again, remember, with the case, and this does come off, I'm pretty sure, there we go. I mean, the entire principle is that you're just going to flip it around. So, not a big deal. I'm going to go ahead and just put this to the side, and let's take a look at the actual build quality and the ports. So, aluminum on the back all around. After all, it has pretty solid build quality as far as I'm concerned here with what I'm seeing. You can see labeled ports on the back here. but let's actually take a look at them. So your headphone and microphone combo jack right there. Next to that, we've got essentially a rocker dial for going through the settings as indicated right there. And then you have your dedicated power button. Go to the other side and you can see we have our HDMI port, again, labeled and then pretty clear, I would say. And then your two Type-C ports. Now you can see they've said full function, and that's because it's really up to you which one you want to use. They're going to do the same thing, which is either deliver, of course, power or a signal. And let's just see whether or not connecting my phone right here actually can get a signal. I think that's the next thing that we should test. Let me see if I put away the Type-C cable, but let's just grab that and we will find out if I can launch DeX without a power source. Now, in all likelihood, we're going to need a power source. That tends to be the case with devices like this, and that's just a matter of the amount of power that your specific device can actually put out. So let's see, again, with the included Innoview cable, if I go ahead and connect that to, I'm going to the wrong side, I have it inverted, but let's go ahead and just connect it to one of these. Go ahead and get that plugged in. And you know what, at this point, I probably should go ahead and also get this reattached. Let's see if I can remember the orientation. That clearly was not it. Let's get this right. So basically, I had it like that, and then I believe, let's see if I can remember. I'm trying, kids. I'm trying. I believe, could it have been? Well, that's close, but it's not quite. I believe that it folded down. I'm trying to get it back. That was it right there. So that is how we are going to be using the included case. And also with these, if you're working from home or somewhere where it's going to stay somewhat stationary, I highly recommend getting a stand. These cases are fine in a pinch, but if you know you're going to need it, get a stand. Do yourself a favor. So already it has powered it up. It's starting DeX. Looks like it's working. Where these things generally have an issue is brightness. So right now, if I go into that, which is the brightness setting, I'm trying to bring it up. We're at 50. Generally speaking, I hit a number where the brightness stops, and there it is. So it looks like we got to almost 70. I don't know if any of you caught it. I'll put it into this orientation. So let's just see where we're at. So we're at 67, 68, 69. So 70% brightness is working. This is pretty good, in my opinion, because 70 is more than enough. Let's just see where the threshold is. So 72 looks like it's the end of the road. That's still really good. I can't tell you how many portable monitors I've attempted to use with a smartphone, and we can't even get that high. So the fact that we can bump this up to 70% brightness, I overdid it, is a good thing. I'll try to hit it right, I promise. But generally speaking, over the years, most portable monitors could not handle anything above around 50% brightness. So I think this is actually pretty good, especially when you take into account pricing. So now we don't have touchscreen, right? So there's no way I can't go into this and hit that. But you can use your device as a mouse. I mean, there are other ways to go about using this. But again, just a proof of concept. Wanted to be able to show everyone that it is functioning. From what I can tell, viewing angles are solid. I didn't see really at this point much backlight bleed. So I like what I'm seeing from a matte IPS affordable panel. It's lightweight. I think it's roughly 1.5 pounds. Again, solid build quality. The only thing that I could say right now that I wish we had was maybe the case being a little bit more intuitive, but it does deliver what it's supposed to, which again are two different viewing angles. Granted, they're not that much different. And when you're done with it and you disconnect your device of choice, you can actually use this for protection. You just have to go through, again, flipping it around like that. So, it might take you a few times to get it, but that's pretty much it. Again, this is the Innoview 15.8 inch portable IPS full HD panel. If you have any questions or comments, please feel free to post them. Hit that like button, and as usual, please feel free to subscribe, and please stay safe. Later.